Well, good morning. My name is Mark Watson. I'm the pastor of Faith Bible Church here in New Plymouth. Today is Monday, the 30th of March 2020. It's a lovely sunny day today, but despite that, we are living in very uncertain times, aren't we? Here in New Zealand, we are still in week one of a 4-week national lockdown where essentially everyone has been told to go at home, stay at home, and every business other than essential services have been told to shut down. What this then does mean, it means there's a lot of uncertainty about what's going to happen at the end of this 4-week period. What will the lay of the land look like at the end of this 4 weeks? Some small businesses may not reopen. Some people may lose their jobs. Other people are struggling to put food on the table for their families as their company struggles to pay them to essentially stay at home for 4 weeks. So all of these things are happening and all of these things are going on that creates a lot of uncertainty for a lot of people. Talking to some people in our church, they also are anxious about the times ahead, and they know also a lot of people who are struggling with this uncertainty. And what this uncertainty does is it creates anxiousness. People are struggling with anxiety because they're concerned about what's going to happen. People struggle with anxiety because they're uncertain about what may happen later on this year. How do we deal with that? How do we struggle with this anxiety? Well, what I want to do over the next few weeks is just give you a short word of an encouragement, maybe 2 or 3 minutes each morning, just to help you deal with or look at your anxiety, to help you deal with anxiousness, to help you deal with uncertainty. And if you know somebody who does feel anxious, that is feeling anxious about the times ahead, then maybe you can also pass this word of encouragement on to them. This morning I just wanted to say to you very quickly that anxiety is a very distracting emotion. It distracts you from the most important things in life, the bigger things in life. For example, as a Christian, it means that you focus more on the temporal things rather than on the eternal things. You get so caught up in the temporal things, the small things of life. Yes, it is important to eat food, to wear clothes, but that can be so distracting that we forget about the most important things in life. And for a Christian, that is the eternal things in life. Jesus in Matthew 6, verse 25, says this: "For this reason I say to you, do not be worried about your life as to what you will eat or what you will drink, nor for your body as to what you will put on. Is not life more than food, and the body more than clothing?" He goes on to say in the next verse, let's look at the birds of the air. They do not sow, they do not reap, they do not gather, but yet the Heavenly Father provides and feeds them. That is essentially what Christ is saying to us, to not be concerned so much about the temporal things in life, but be concerned about the eternal things. Focus on Him rather than on the small worries of life. I guess you could liken having anxiety like having cataracts, where cataracts hinders your vision. It blurs your vision so you cannot see very clearly. Sometimes it can be like that. The anxiety just hinders your view of the more important things in life, the eternal things. And so my encouragement for you this morning would be to focus on the eternal things. You have placed your trust in Jesus Christ. Look to Him for all things. Perhaps write down all the small things that you worry about, your cares, and put them before your Heavenly Father. There is a word in the New Testament that we use to describe this idea of anxiety. It's a compound Greek word which essentially means distracting care. And that's essentially what anxiety does. It distracts us. It's little cares of the world that distracts us from the important things of life, the eternal things in life. So my encouragement for you is to maybe list these cares, put them to your Heavenly Father in a word of prayer. Pray that He may show you that you must focus on the eternal things rather than the small cares of life.